Hello and welcome. In this lecture, we will go through the steps necessary to create a free Stripe account. We will also set up a pro billing plan, which we will be using later on in the course when users will subscribe for either a free or a pro account. To get started, open a web browser and visit stripe.com. Then, click on the Sign In button and choose the Sign Up link to create a new account. Enter your email and password and click on the Create Your Stripe Account button. You will receive an email in your inbox for your email address confirmation. It's important that you confirm it in order to use Stripe. Once you have confirmed your email address, point your browser to your Stripe dashboard. First, make sure that you are operating in test mode. In the top left of your dashboard, there's a switch between live and test. Make sure that the switch points to test. Next, from the left menu, select Plans and choose the option to create a new plan. The Create New Plan window will appear. As ID, specify the number 2. It's important that you assign the value 2, as we will be using this ID later in the course when dealing with basic and pro accounts. In the name field, enter the value Pro. In the currency field, enter USD. In the amount field, enter 10. The idea is that we will be billing pro users $10 per month to have access to pro features. Leave monthly as interval. When done, click on the Create Plan button. Now, from your account menu in the top right of the Stripe dashboard, select Account Settings. In order to interact with Stripe, applications need to encrypt every request with a pair of private and public Stripe keys. We will see later in the course how to do this, but for now I like you to select the API Keys tab. Here you will see two sets of key pairs, a test pair and a live pair. I guess that by now you're already thinking that test keys will be used to interact with Stripe in test mode, and live keys will be used for real billing. That's exactly right. In this course, we will only be using test keys for obvious reasons. Let's address security right away. Each pair consists of a secret key and a publishable key. While if the publishable key falls in the wrong hands, you should not be too concerned, you should protect very dearly your secret key. This should never ever be shared with anyone or any application. It should be stored in a secure location on your PC. In preparation for our use of Stripe later in the course, create a properties file and enter the following values. As a key, enter stripe.test.private.key, and then enter the value for the test secret key from the Stripe API screen. Next, enter a second key named stripe.test.publishable.key, and as value the test publishable key from the Stripe API screen. Save the properties file in a secure location and make sure it's not publicly readable. For instance, for this course, I've created a .devops body folder with permission 700, and under there, I've created a stripe.properties file to enter the Stripe properties values mentioned above. If you are on a Unix-like system, you can run the following command: change mod 640 stripe.properties. This will allow you to read and write the file, the group you belong to read the file, but it will forbid anyone else from doing anything with this file. That's it! You've now created a Stripe account and have set up a pro plan so that you will be able to bill your pro users on a monthly basis. You have also learned about Stripe private and public keys and have set up a properties file with these values on your PC for later use in the course. This lecture concludes section 2, where we have been setting up the tools required to code our web skeleton. Congratulations, you have come a long way since we started, and you should be proud of yourself. You are now aware of Git and the various Git flows, you have set up a GitHub account at the code repository, you have set up your IDE of choice for coding our project, you have created an AWS account, and finally, you have created a Stripe account. In the next session, we will start by defining the overall architecture of our web skeleton project, and by preparing the folder structure for our project. We will set up the configuration for development and production so that we will be able to deploy our application to different environments at runtime. Thank you for your time, and I see you in the next lecture.